Hello, welcome everyone to Stacks and Queues. The first question we are dealing with, which is parenthesis checker. Let's have a quick look at the question and we'll be discussing the approach. Before that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you have any doubts, leave your comment below. And if you have any extra email IDs, please do subscribe with all those IDs. That will be very helpful for our growth of the channel. And let's go to the approach of the question. Now, coming to the approach, we have to understand what is the meaning of the question first. So let's deal with the meaning first and then we'll be discussing the approach in the coding. So the question is saying we have to check the parentheses are equal or not. There are only three symbols given. As you can see, these are the three symbols. I will write it down here again. This one and this one and this one. These are the only three symbols which have been given, and we have to see if this is a balancing or not. By balancing, what I mean is the opposite symbols of them, right? If this element is present, okay, then right side this element should be there. Only in that case it is balancing, okay. Using these three symbols, okay. Let's take another example. Let's take this example. This is a balancing. Why? Because check from the middle, okay. Check from the middle here. You can see. So if you are there is left symbol here, then there is right symbol also. Okay. Till this part it is fine. Now come to the this part. Okay, this curly arrow. We have right side arrow and we have right side curly this bracket also. We also have right side bracket also. And we have curly braces here. Left side we have curly braces in right side also. So this is balancing. What if I give extra arrow, this one like this? Then in this case it is not balanced because we have one extra curly braces here which we do not need. This one is the extra part, so it is not a balancing parenthesis. This is an example, but this is a balancing parenthesis, right? So whatever the left side elements are there, right side should be same. From the middle you have to check, okay, wherever the elements are present. Okay, now let's discuss the logic here. I hope you have understood what is a parenthesis checker. We have to see if the left side parenthesis is matching with the right side parenthesis or not. Okay, by parenthesis I mean the symbols. Okay, these are the three symbols which given, and the opposite symbol for them will be this one, and this one. So only one condition we have to remember: if this symbol is given, okay, if this is given, then the right side of it must be this one. Similarly, for other two symbols, the same thing applies. If the left side symbols are this one, the right side should be this. Okay? There cannot be anything else. Suppose the left side is this one, right side is this one, then it is not balancing. Okay, if the left side is this symbol, then right side also should be the opposite of this symbol. Only in that case the balancing of parenthesis will be done. Okay, I hope you have understood till this logical part, the basic understanding. Now I will discuss the cases here. Okay, I will be erasing this whatever I have told. Now let us discuss in the coding way. What we do in the coding is, if there is any curly braces or any type of parenthesis from the left side means these three symbols, okay, then we add it to the array, a separate array. Okay, separate array, we add these symbols. Okay, now let's start the code and we iterating now. We're iterating this parenthesis one by one. Now we are at the first parenthesis. Okay, if there are any symbols, this one, and this one, if we found any symbol out of these three, then we add it to a array. Well, you can name it anything. I'm naming it AR for now. Okay, this is an array. Now we are iterating this. We are adding this symbol because we found this left side symbol. We added to the array now. Cool. And that should be out of these three only. Fine. After that, we're going to the next element. We have added the we have added the normal bracket here. This is the curly bracket. And after that, we are adding the left side box bracket here. We added, and these are the symbols now present in the temporary array. Now the next symbol after this bracket, which is the right side one. Okay, this is the right side one. Now right side one is not present in this thing. Okay, we are only checking out of these three. If it is present, then only we are adding it to a temporary array. Now the right side parenthesis is not present. So what will we do is we'll take another else case in that case. Suppose this is an else case now. Now in this else case, we are checking that if the left side element, right, the current element is this right side parenthesis only. Okay, for that right side parenthesis, okay, for this right side parenthesis, which is this one currently, this is the right side parenthesis for now. Now we are checking the previous character. Okay, this is a previous character inside the temporary array. Now we check inside that if there is any opposite symbol, remember we're only checking the last element in that array. Okay, we're not checking in total element, we have to check the last element. If this is element is there, okay, then we pop this, this element. That means parenthesis is clear, it is balancing. Now we will be remaining with two elements now. Okay, now we have curly bracket here and we have now normal bracket here. Now this element has been removed. Now iterate to the next element. Now we are facing with a normal bracket here. Okay, this is a normal bracket. Now similarly we check if it is there or not inside the temporary array. Okay, now we are checking the temporary array last element. Yes, the temporary array last element is the opposite symbol of this one. Okay, fine. Now we can pop this element because we no longer require that element. Now after popping that element, the temporary array is remained with this curly bracket. Okay, only one symbol is left in the temporary array now. Now again moving forward in the iteration, we are facing with this last element. Okay, which is the curly bracket of the right side. Okay, now we have to check similarly in the temporary array if the last symbol is the opposite symbol of the right side curly bracket or not. Yes, it is the opposite symbol of, if it is matching, then we pop this element. Okay, now we have iterated all the array. Now there is no element remaining here. After iteration, there is no element remaining in the temporary array. That means all the elements have been cleared. That's why it is a balancing parenthesis. So in this case, we get value as true here. Okay, even after deleting the elements, if any element is remaining inside the temporary array, then that means it is not a balancing parenthesis because we are left out with one element or maybe more. In that case, it is not a balancing parenthesis, then we return false in that case. I hope you have understood till this part. If you haven't understood, let's go to the coding section part. Now we are inside the coding part and the same thing is happening. We're taking a temporary array here, okay, and we are discussing the array which we are iterating currently, whatever element is there. This is a x, the array which was given to us, that is x, and this is a temporary array. Now inside the x, we are iterating one by one, all the elements are iterating. Now we are checking if the left side symbols are present or not inside the current element which we are iterating. If the left side elements are present, then we are appending it to the temporary array. Okay, only left side elements are present, it will append. But if the left side elements are not there, in the current element, if the right side symbols are there, okay, then we go to else case. Okay, we have first case where if length is equal to 0, if there is no elements present inside the temporary array. Okay, this is a starting value only. We don't have a left side element, we only have right side element. Then it clearly means it is not a balancing parenthesis, so we return false. Now we are popping one element out of the temporary array. Remember I told we are checking the last element in the temporary array and we are comparing it to the right side symbol of it. We are doing the same thing. We are taking three cases for three symbols here. With the popped element with whichever the last symbol will be in the temporary array, if character equal to the left symbol, okay, the left symbol should be equal to right symbol, then only we return true. And you can, as you can see, we have mentioned the condition, the left symbol, if it is not equal, then we return false. Then if it is equal, then we will return true at the last part. After iterating the whole array, then we return true. But if it is not equal to its right part, then we return immediately false. Okay, then in that case you don't have to iterate through the whole array. Similarly, these two else conditions for other two elements are present. After iterating the whole array, whichever is given, now we check if there are any remaining elements inside the temporary array. If it is any remaining elements, then we return false. If there are no elements remaining, then we return it true. Okay, this is the basic understanding of the question and the code. I hope you have understood all the part. Now I think all your doubts have been clear. If you like the video, please give us a like and please don't forget to subscribe our channel. If you have any extra email IDs, please do subscribe with all those IDs. That will be very helpful for our channel to grow. Thank you for watching till the end. Let's meet another question.